So I'm gonna guess you clicked on this video because you're wanting to learn how to archive content, whether it be because some weird politician says something crazy or some YouTuber says something insane and they try and delete it.
America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes.
Or maybe even you're like me and you like archiving lolcows. Maybe really obscure lolcows.
I'm your host, Gay.
Maybe pretty popular lolcows.
Ban boat single, please.
Who knows? Or maybe you just want to take content and put it in your videos, but be able to do it by taking full playlists or channels or what have you, full of content and immediately downloading all of it. Now, of course, with great power comes great responsibility. Everyone needs to know that if you're going to be doing this, you should use it constructively and creatively. You do not need to be taking people's content, putting it up as your own, and just saying it's yours because you want to. That's a terrible thing to do. And do not do that to anybody because you'll be found out for it eventually. This is the internet and you're gonna get found out. But if you're going to take this because, say for instance, at least in the lolcow community, there's many people that will upload something or have a live stream and immediately take it down after putting it up, or after ending the live stream. Sometimes they'll put up a video and then take it down a couple days later. Sometimes people will post something on some website, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and then immediately delete it. Well, YT-DLP is going to help you quite a bit in saving all of that and being able to keep it for maybe a bit of tea later, maybe some receipts, whatever you want to call it. But essentially, it'll give you the upper hand on the crazy people around the world. I also want to state that I'm going to give you two other tools to use besides YT-DLP, the first one being LocalSend, which will help you transfer files from your phone to your computer, and Discord, which of course you don't really have to use Discord, but I'm going to show you how to set up a notification bot that's essentially going to help you get notified of people's activity, because we all know sometimes YouTube and other websites will kind of the notifications will sometimes mess up basically and just not be sent to you. So this will help you out. So there's going to be 3 different types of YT-DLP versions you can download. First is the terminal version, which we'll go through because it's probably the hardest one, but if you can set it up correctly, it's pretty easy to learn how to use. And you'll also be having to kind of use it whenever you use the mobile version because you're going to be using the terminal, but it's easy. It's easy. Let me walk you through this. I know it sounds scary because you think you're gonna have to be like an uber hacker learning code and stuff. You're not. Don't worry. I'm gonna lead you through this and it'll be just fine. You'll have a clipboard of references by the time you're done, so you won't have to worry. And there's also the GUI version, which is basically, you know, kind of like an app where you have the buttons on the screen. You can click on the buttons, do the different things, have different customizable things that are just in your face and there, and you click the buttons and it does the things, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's a GUI version. So we're basically going to be going through the 3 different versions of YT-DLP and how to set them up, and then also the alert system for you and the file sharing system. So strap in and get your learning cap on. Okay, so you're on your web browser. You can type in YT-DLP, and it's going to be the first thing that comes up. It should be from GitHub. It's YT-DLP/YT-DLP. And so you'll do that. You'll come here. You'll see this making sure that's correct, right? You'll see YT-DLP right here, and has the installation, the usage and options, configuration, all this other stuff, different plugins, stuff like that. Here's the installation. YT-DLP's Linux version, Windows version, and the Mac OS version. Here's a lot of other Linux versions. And here's how to update it. It's YT-DLP space dash uppercase U if you ever need to update this in the future, which you will. At least I would do it at least once every week to 2 weeks personally, just depending on how often you use it. If you don't use it often at all, I would probably do it every time you get back on it. You know, if it's like a month in between or something, I'd probably update it, because it does start to crash on the older versions, and they usually do also keep this up to date as much as possible. And then the dependencies right here. So with these dependencies, you'll need to have Python, which most every computer has. You'll need JavaScript, which most computers have. I've never used YT-DLP EJS, whatever that is. I've never had to use that. But mainly what you're going to need is ffmpeg and ffprobe. So you'll click on this, you'll come up to the website here, and you'll pick whichever you have. You'll go here to this first one, and you'll find the release builds, the latest one, whether it be 7-zip or a zip file, whichever one you like to use more. Zip file is, I'm pretty sure it's just a Windows file, so use that one preferably if you're on Windows. And then of course, I don't think I actually mentioned this, but you'll want to download YT-DLP, which you'll do through the releases here. So release the YT-DLP, you'll come down here, and it'll be YT-DLP.exe. So you'll just download that and you'll be good to go. So next you're going to go into your downloads and your folder system, and YT-DLP and ffmpeg will be here. It'll be a zip file, so you'll basically right click and you'll extract all, and it'll give you another file that's the exact same. It'll just not have a zipper on it. It'll be unzipped. So you'll have YT-DLP, which I already have downloaded, so I'm not going to re-download it. And then I have ffmpeg, and so you'll drag these two. Well, first you'll create a folder on your desktop here, and you can name it whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. And then what you can do is you can take these files and put it into the folder. Now I have one already right here. It has all the files that are needed. I'm pretty sure, don't worry about this. This is just extra. I think it's an older version. Yeah, it's, but you'll have this and you'll have this. Okay, these are the two you'll need. Oh, that's, either way, these are the two you need. These are the only two you need. So you'll see here that in the bin, you'll have ffmpeg, ffplay, ffprobe. And on, here you'll have YT-DLP. So you'll have them both right here, right? Okay, so now you have your little folder that has all the stuff in it that you need. So now you're going to, this is just for preparation, you're going to create a text document also. Just call it, I don't know, YT-DLP help or something. Commands, whatever you want to. So now you're going to go down here and you're going to type in env for environment. You're going to go to edit the system environment variables here. So you'll click this, you'll be in here, and it's going to be in advanced. And all the way down at the bottom of it, at the bottom of advanced, you're going to see environment variables. You'll click that and then you'll be here. Okay. Now we're going to one more time open up our files, and we're going to go to the local disk right here, which is your root folder, your C drive, whatever you want to call it. So with your YT-DLP videos, you're going to insert this into here. So now that is in here, Okay. After that's in there, you're going to go into the folder and you're going to right click, copy address. Okay. Now, once you've copied the address, you're going to go to the path. You're going to edit the path. And then you're going to press Control V, or you can press paste, whichever. So that is the path that's now going to lead to when trying to use YT-DLP. Now you're going to press OK on everything, get out of there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to also create a text document, and you're going to basically have this open right here. Either right click and paste or Control V, and you'll have your directory that you need to change it to. Okay? You're going to highlight this, copy it again if you need to. I don't know why I just did that, but you're going to go into your terminal. Okay? In your terminal here, we're going to have both of these open at the same time. So, CD, which is change directory, and then you can either right click and it'll just pop it up, or you can Control V, whichever, and it changes the directory to YT-DLP videos. Now, you're going to type in YT-DLP, okay? Then you're going to press space, and then you can put in your video. So we got a video of Andy melting down over at the McDonald's here. We're going to right click, copy video URL. And you can also, I'll show you the other way in a second. But now you're going to right click, and voila, it starts to download. It might take a moment, depending on the size of the video. So if it's like 1080p, 720p, it'll be a little bit longer. If you change the resolution, it'll be a little bit shorter, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second as it downloads this. You can also press Control C to interrupt whatever it is you're downloading, so it'll just stop it. I actually forgot that until just now, so there's that too, in case anybody needed to know that. So Control C for cancel. If you ever have a live stream or a video that's just running way too long and you don't want it to take all of your storage, Control C. So now, if you're wanting it to be a lower resolution, you don't care that it's, you know, perfect because it's just somebody's face or whatever it is. If it doesn't need to be a perfect resolution, and you can type in YT-DLP space, what is it? Dash capital F, and then the video name, or the video URL, sorry. So now here you see all the different types of video it can do. Hold on. So now that you're looking at this, it can do audio only. It can do, you know, 144p, 360, 720, and 1080. It also shows how much storage it's going to take from you. It's either video only or audio only, or it has both. You know, it has everything in here that you might need. So in this case, what you're going to do is, once you found what you want, so let's do this one. Let's just do 18 here because we want 360p video, because it's only 104 megabytes for like 40 minutes or so worth of video footage. So you'll type in YT-DLP. You'll do dash lowercase f this time, 18, and then the video URL. So YT-DLP space dash lowercase f space 18 space the video URL. Enter. And as you can see, Give it a second. Give it a second. Now this download is instantly done. Boom. Compared to 1080p, which probably would have taken me, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. I just didn't feel like dealing with it, so I pressed Control-C. You can download smaller sized videos, which are a lot faster, a lot less storage space, by doing this method here. So now, how do you do live streams? Okay, so if you want to do a live stream, let's go to, let's see. Oh no, Andy, it's the other Andy. Is he done? Hello? No, they're not done. Okay, he was just sitting, staring off in space for a second. Okay, live video here. So I'm gonna do the same thing. You're gonna copy video URL. You're gonna minimize that. And in here, you're going to do YT-DLP space the dash live dash from dash start. Okay, one more space, and then the live feeds URL. Enter, and then boom, it'll start from the beginning of the live stream. It's going to try and start catching up. As you can see, it's going it's at 745 fragments of memory, I guess, right now, and it is slowly going from the beginning of the live stream, and it's saving all the way up to what is currently on the live stream. Now note a couple of things. Firstly is if the live stream cuts off, it will continue downloading as long as the person doesn't remove the video or private it or do anything like that. If they do that, then most likely your video is going to cut off at whatever point in time it was able to download up until. Sometimes, in rare occasions, it might download the whole thing, especially if it's only like maybe 100 or so off from being fully downloaded. It might have those spare fragments already stored, ready to download, but it's not a guarantee. Okay, understand that if you are going to be downloading a live video, also it could possibly just break down. If the person privates their video or whatnot before you can download it fully, your video could just split into different parts, and you might have to go into like a video editor and put your video footage with the audio as two different files into that, and then combine them back together. It may happen, it may not, but most of the time, say for instance, if you're caught up like I am now here, and the person turns their stream off, even if they instantly private the stream, you have the whole thing, all the fragments are together, so you all have to worry it's not going to blow up on you or anything like that. You're good to go. And for some reason, don't worry if you're thinking that, you know, it could mess up your computer. If it doesn't fully download, it's not going to mess up your computer. It's just going to be in a couple of different file types because it wasn't able to completely complete itself before the cycle was over, before it got cut off. So yeah, also just in case anybody needs a couple of pointers, so CD, and then your video, and then the directory, and then YT-DLP, and then the video, or YT-DLP live from start, and then the video, or YT-DLP, and then dash uppercase F, and then the video URL to see the different formats you can use. Then after that, you do YT-DLP space dash lowercase f space the format value that you're wanting to do space the URL of the video to basically go through this whole method. So just, you know, copy down these onto a a text URL or a text document, and then save that text document, and then you'll be good to go. Now we're gonna go on to the much easier version of this, the GUI version. Okay, now for the second version of YT-DLP, the GUI version, which is so much easier. So let me get you through this real quick. So it's YT-DLP GUI, and it's going to be, there's a couple of different versions, okay? But my personal favorite that I use constantly is the Flynn version. Flynn, so you can just type in GitHub Flynn YT-DLP. And then after you do that, you'll get here, YT-DLP interface, okay? And you can see what it looks like. You can look at the directions and how to use it. We'll go to the release dates, and then we'll go to whichever of these. They're all 7-zip files, so you will need 7-zip if you're wanting to do this, but downloading 7-zip is both free and easy, so just do that real quick. YouTube that if you want to. I'm not going to show you how to download 7-zip or WinRAR. You basically just go to their respective website and download it. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. So you'll download it, bam, and then you'll have it, and then you'll open it, and it'll have all of this in here already for you, packed away, nice and neat, right? And so after you do that, after you unpack that, so basically what you're gonna see, I'll show you. So basically you'll see this, and you can drag this into wherever you're wanting. I'm just going to keep it here. It's fine. I'd say like maybe your documents or something like that, or maybe your videos or whatever. Even keep it on here, but I'll show you how to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to extract all. So you'll extract it into here, and it's all going to come right down into here, right? And you'll see all of this, and you'll make a folder like you did before. If you want to group it all up together, it's probably the best way to do things is to keep it all grouped together. So you'll basically unpack all of this. It'll go into whichever folder you decide to unpack it into. What you'll be looking at is the YT-DLP.exe, which looks like this. It'll have this little logo as long as it loads and pops up. But you'll click on that, and you'll create a shortcut. So you'll go into more properties, create shortcut. And then once you create a shortcut, it'll make a copy of it. You'll drag it down, and you'll bring it over here onto your desktop. If you're wanting to do that, you don't have to put it wherever you're wanting, but that's what I like to do to have quick access to it, right? So after you do all that, you'll have this here, and you'll basically have this screen here. It'll have the start download here, queue actions, all this good stuff. What you want to download the rate as, where the downloads are going to be going to, which makes this so much easier. The bit rate at which you want it to, or the resolution rate, the preferred audio and video file formats. Let's see. You can customize the interface a little bit if you're wanting, and this is how you update it. So when you're updating, okay, it'll have all these different things for you. What I usually do is I do it individually. So I will update ffmpeg first, let it happen. I would do the stable version, and then update YT-DLP. Okay, and then what you'll probably want to do is exit out so it understands that everything was updated. You go back in, and so again, say you're wanting to download one of a locale or somebody else's videos, you'll go here. You can even do it through just the normal screen on YouTube. You don't have to be in the video, but copy link address. Minimize this, simply right click, Bam. It's queued. Start download. Bam. Watch this. Tells you how much it's download, tells you the format type, the file type, the name of the video, all this good, beautiful stuff here. And then once it's downloaded, you'll go to your videos folder and bam, here it is. Him having a meltdown in McDonald's parking lot. Why is these shortcuts in here? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that is YT-DLP. That is how you do that. And you can also drag and drop live videos into here and it'll just start downloading them after you press download, of course. So this, I highly suggest the YT-DLP interface because this is so freaking easy. It's beautiful. I don't even have to try anymore. It's great. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to download YT-DLP on your phone. First, you're going to download Termux, which that's on any app store on any of your devices, and you'll see it. It should be one of the first ones. This is what it looks like. You'll open it up. You'll press allow on it, giving you notifications and stuff. It'll need to be able to do that in a moment. But now you're basically just going to follow what I show you here. I'm going to also put this in the description down below so you can follow the steps on there if you need to. But this is what you're going to do. You're going to type in pkg space update, enter. It's going to do that. Then you're going to type in pkg upgrade or space upgrade and then enter. It's going to do that. It's going to ask you if you want to do this. Type in capital Y for yes. It'll go through that here. I'm just going to, it's not a long process, so I'm just going to sit here and go through the whole thing. pkg space install space Python, enter. And then another capital Y for yes. Okay, it'll go through this. It'll take a moment. And basically you can use this and you can download live streams and videos to the internal storage of your phone whenever you're out and about and you're not home, essentially. So then you'll do pip space install space dash uppercase U space wheel, enter. All right, then you'll do pip space install space dash capital U YT dash DLP, enter. It's going to download YT-DLP. Then you're going to do termux dash setup dash storage, enter. Now it's going to bring you to your files of your phone. You're going to see termux here. Going to press that, and you're going to allow all access of your files. So now you're here. All right, so now YT-DLP is downloaded. It's also downloaded ffmpeg and everything else like that. Whenever you downloaded Python, it basically downloads everything you're going to need with YT-DLP. So you have all that done. You have the storage set up that you need set up. Now I'm going to show you how to make a space in your phone that YT-DLP is going to download the videos to. So now you're going to go to the internal storage of your phone, however you get into there. On Google Pixel, it's your files. Essentially, you're trying to get to the internal storage down here of your phone. However you get to that, where it shows like your documents, your ringtones, notifications, your alarms, you know, I don't use Snapchat anymore, but I guess Snapchat, pictures, movies, stuff like that, right? You're trying to get to here. So once you get to the internal storage of your phone, you're going to press the three dots, however you get to the settings, and you're going to want to add another folder into the internal storage. You're going to name it this here, YT-DLP, okay? So once you do that, you have a folder in your internal storage that is called YT-DLP. You're going to go back over to termux, okay? Now, you're going to press CD, okay? CD is change directory, so you've brought yourself to the main first directory of your phone right now, okay? Now you're going to type in CD space /SD card, okay? If this doesn't work, it might be storage, but I'm pretty sure most phones it should just be SD card. But then you're going to do another / and then after you, since you had named it YT-DLP, well, here, let me show you this. Okay, you're going to go to that. You're going to press LS, and it's going to list the script. It's going to list everything you have there, right? So now you can see YT-DLP is in the internal storage. It's in your SSD card. Okay, so you're going to type in CD space SD card / CD /SD card /YT-DLP. Okay, enter. All right, so now you're on YT-DLP. Okay, so now if you want to, this is where you're wanting it to go when you record something or you have a live stream you're downloading to your phone. That's the folder you're wanting it to go to. So say for instance you're wanting to get a YouTube video, so we'll go to YouTube real quick. I don't know, we'll do this and this, and so now we're going to go here, back to it. We're going to type in YT-DLP space, and then you're going to copy paste that URL. It's going to start downloading now. Just give it a minute. There we go. Okay, so now that's done. That's downloaded. So you'll be able to go to the internal storage of your phone. Internal storage, YT-DLP, and there's the video. You can also do it with live streams, which, let's see here. Says,
it's dangerous.
okay, so Andy's live streaming, so we can go to his channel, copy the link to there, come back here, we'll do YT, just like with the original terminal version on the computer, YT-DLP space -- live, not lice, ew, live from start space the link to the live stream, and there you go. It'll start downloading the fragments of the live stream until it downloads it and catches all the way up. And just like on the computer version, if they decide to private the stream before you can completely finish it, then it will probably break into like a video and audio, two different pieces. But if they private it right after the fact and you're already caught up all the way, you should be just fine. you know, just like the other way. So right after I'd ended this, Andy's stream had gotten privated. So essentially, this is what you'll see either on your phone or on your computer. You'll see it stop and it'll start saying error forbidden, and it'll basically just stop itself. It'll say video no longer live. And so either on your phone or on your computer, you'll go to wherever it saves to, right? And it's going to be in two different formats here now. So here you can see it's muted. You can't hear anything, but you can see the video. And then you'll have a second format that's just the audio. So it'll basically break the two and you'll have to combine them together somehow or another. Okay, now I'm going to show you LocalSend. So basically with LocalSend, you'll download it from whichever place you're wanting to download it from. So LocalSend, here's the website. You'll go here, you can just press download. The downloads are here, and it's Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, and iOS is the versions that it has. So with that, you'll download whichever, or you'll just download it off of your app store, basically. And then you'll have this here, LocalSend. So you'll have receive, send, and settings. Over here in your settings, you'll customize your theme and your color to whatever you want in your language. The rest of these settings right here, make sure all of these are checked. And you can read through them in case you don't want one of them checked, basically. I'm just trying to make this as easy for you as possible. You'll have quick save on. You'll have these two settings off so that it'll just instantly pop up in your, thing. You don't have to then rush over to your computer and then say, yeah, I do want to send this or whatever. You'll save to folder, whichever folder you're wanting on your computer for things to be saved to. And then auto finish is on, save to history. I personally have it on. You don't have to. Automatically accept requests. You want to make sure this is on so that you don't have to worry about it not sending. So as far as network goes, you'll do device name, which all my device names are what they are. So PC, phone, laptop, that's what I have for mine. You'll choose the device model, make sure the port, and make sure that the multicast address are both the same on all your devices so that they are in tandem with each other. Otherwise, they won't show up in LocalSend. And then, so you'll have receive and you'll have send. So you can take a file from your computer and you can just send it straight to your phone. And it's waiting for my response. So basically, I have it closed on my phone, but the moment I open it up, it downloads. Well, it didn't download instantly, but I had to reopen it on my phone. Now, lastly, you'll want to make a Discord if you're wanting to do that to have alerts happen faster. And I don't know, let's just create another channel. We'll call it test. We'll private that so nobody sees the thing I'm trying to do here. So it'll be a test channel, and basically what's going to happen is you're going to go to notify me, and it's going to be here, notify me.bot. Click that. And then you'll add it to your Discord. Now it's already added to my Discord, so the screen that's going to come up isn't the same. But basically, you'll just add it to Discord. You'll log into your Discord. You'll then click on your server so that it knows it wants you to go to that server that you are on. And then you'll press accept. And then it'll do that for you. So you'll see notify me come over to your server. After you do that, then you'll go to dashboard. After you're in dashboard, you'll see your server that you put in there. You'll click that. And then you'll see all of the, you won't see anything actually at first, but you'll start adding channels. So your add channels here. You can also see here that it does YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick. But this Discord here basically, so these are the different people that I'm following and having their content recorded. So say for instance Cyrax, there's a couple of different people that'll follow Cyrax, and it just, you know, it sends me the videos, right? So you'll go back here and say for instance you want 2 people. Well, it's just firstly you want 1 person, so you'll put the URL in here just like I did with this. So you'll put the URL in, it'll be running, and it'll be under Cyrax here. So you'll go down, you'll click Cyrax, it'll be pinging everyone whenever a notification goes up, and then I would just keep these as is, because whenever he's going live it'll tell you, whenever he's making a video it'll tell you. So that's all you have to do here, and then it'll start notifying you in your server whenever the person makes a video. All right, so also if you're wanting to add, say for instance you're wanting to add more than 1 person to the same Discord channel, so that you can, you know, say for instance one person will get some of the content but not all of it, and the other person gets some of the content but not all of it. If you want to mix the 2, you'll just basically do the same. You'll put both there, you'll put the other person's in here, Discord channel, it'll be Cyrax again, ping whoever, and then keep this the same, add channel. And whenever you do that, both of the people that you have added will be sending stuff to the Cyrax channel, like the notifications will be sent to the Cyrax channel while you're doing that. And so that's basically it. Once you have all of this set up, you'll be able to record content from most websites. You can also be alerted to the main sites, the main video sites, essentially, through Notify Me. And you'll also be able to share your content without having to use Google Drive or OneDrive or any of that stuff. Through your LocalSend save system. And there's a couple of extra pieces of information for you going out there. If you want, you can also try using Cobalt, but that's not really working for YouTube right now. I'm not sure about other websites. It's a website where you can rip videos. There's also Handbrake, which sometimes works for some things. It doesn't work as much as it used to. Then there's also VLC Media Player if you want to try using that, but that would never work for any of my computers for some reason. I could never get that to work. Don't understand why. But there's a couple of different those. And if you need, say for instance, a video editing software, there's DaVinci Resolve. That's the one I mainly use. I used Adobe for quite a while, but then I realized that I'm just kind of wasting money, because DaVinci Resolve does the exact same as Adobe, and there's just no reason to even pay for something that crashes as much as it does. And then you got Pixlr, which is basically like a photo editing software. You got GIMP, you got Photopedia, which I use for photo editing softwares for your thumbnails. And then OBS if you're wanting to screen record anything. But yeah, that's about it. I hope everyone takes this and is able to really build upon the archiving of different locals, and even, you know, people in the just normal YouTube space, the influencers as they like to call themselves, and just all these crazy people out in the world who pretend like they're just player 1, and their egos are so large that they think they are the it guy.
And you are?
I'm the guy.
And just like the guy, they'll all learn eventually.
Cake.
They all do. Everyone does. But y'all have a good night. All right.